Deep within the heart of the Ashanti Kingdom lived a beautiful young maiden named Asantewaa. Asantewaa was a beautiful young woman, her skin the color of dark chocolate. Sadly, beneath Asantewaa's radiant exterior was sorrow deeply hidden in her heart. Asantewaa had no one to complain to about her problems because the one person she could always run to was no more of this world. Her beloved mother, Yaa, had passed away from a sudden illness. Asantewaa's mother was a woman of gentle spirit and boundless love. Her departure from this world left a massive void in Asantewaa's heart, and the one who felt the greatest pain of Yaa's death was Asantewaa's father, Opanyi Kwame. Opanyi Kwame was completely lost and broken in grief after his wife passed away. Even after 2 years, it still seemed impossible for Opanyi Kwame to move on. Seeking solace and relief from the pain that refused to heal, Opanyi Kwame decided to marry again. Asantewaa wasn't so pleased with her father's decision, but she wanted her father to live, to move on and enjoy his life. However, little did Asantewaa know that fate was planning to show her a cruel hand by placing her under the care of an evil stepmother. So Opanyi Kwame began his search for a wife, and after a year he met a beautiful woman named Yaa Akoto, who had also lost her husband many years ago. They bonded, and Yaa Akoto captured Opanyi Kwame's heart, and soon they tied the knot. Yaa Akoto was beautiful in appearance, but her heart was as cold as a stone floor. When Yaa Akoto arrived in her new home, she brought along her 2 daughters, Esi and Akua, whom she loved dearly. Yaa Akoto's wish was always to make her family complete, and finally she found a father for her 2 daughters and a husband for herself. A complete family, she called it. So Yaa Akoto found the presence of Asantewaa as a nuisance. She saw Asantewaa not as a daughter, but as a threat. Yaa Akoto instilled the same jealousy in her children, whispering lies and planting seeds of discord between them and Asantewaa. And eventually, Esi and Akua both grew envious of Asantewaa's beauty and gentle spirit. Life under Yaa Akoto's roots was a constant struggle for Asantewaa. Asantewaa was burdened with chores while Esi and Akua played around dressed in their mother's finest beads and clothes. Yaa Akoto made sure Asantewaa received only little to eat and tattered clothes to wear. Yet Asantewaa never complained. She didn't want to be the reason for her father's marriage to collapse. And after all, the man had started to find peace, so she just wanted her father to enjoy his marriage. But you see, Asantewaa also needed peace in her life. So anytime Asantewaa had a free time when her stepmother or sisters weren't on her, she would sneak out of the house and practice her basket weaving skills. Asantewaa had an exceptional skill for weaving baskets, and her baskets were sought after by all, bringing joy and prosperity to her household. Because of this, Yaa Akoto and her daughters bitterly envied Asantewaa. Yaa Akoto even wished she could steal Asantewaa's talent and success for her daughters, but a skill isn't something you can just steal and give to another person. So she couldn't. The days went by, and one day their town announced a competition. They called upon all the youths in the town to showcase their talent. They were asked to create any artifact with their hands, and the prize was gold. Asantewaa's heart soared when she heard about the competition. This was her chance to prove her worth, not just to the townspeople, but to herself, her father, and to her stepfamily. And so immediately Asantewaa enrolled in the competition and informed the judges that she would be presenting a basket. But Yaa Akoto was not about to make things easy on Asantewaa. Yaa Akoto poisoned Asantewaa's mind, telling her that she wasn't good enough and would fail terribly should she participate in the competition. In fact, Asantewaa nearly gave up, but her best friend Ejewa refused to let her give up, assuring her that no one in the village could best her weaving skills. And with that, Asantewaa held on to the hope and started weaving her basket in secret, despite the conniving eyes of her stepmother. When Yaa Akoto realized she had convinced Asantewaa to give up on the competition, she flattered her daughter Esi to enroll in the competition instead. Yaa Akoto had been making Esi take up lessons on basket weaving, but Esi's lackadaisical attitude towards everything yielded no results, and basket weaving was not an exception. As the days leading to the competition flew by, Asantewaa continued to work hard, and she managed to successfully weave together her best baskets ever. Sadly, on the night before the competition, Yaa Akoto caught Asantewaa putting up her finishing touches on her weaved basket. You should have seen Yaa Akoto's face. She was terrified and angry, extremely angry, because she knew that with such a nice basket, there was no way Asantewaa would lose the competition. Asantewaa winning means Esi losing. So Yaa Akoto forbade Asantewaa from participating in the competition, and to ensure that Asantewaa would not participate in the contest, Yaa Akoto seized her basket. Asantewaa cried, she wailed, she begged, but Yaa Akoto completely ignored her tears. Asantewaa went to report the situation to her father, Opanyin Kwame. But Yaa Akoto informed him that Esi was the first to enroll in the competition, and she doesn't want her two daughters competing in the same event for the same prize. Of course, it was a lie. Asantewaa was the first to enroll in the competition, and Opanyin Kwame, who wanted to prevent any form of disagreement in his family, requested that Asantewaa should give up on the competition, and no matter what she said, no matter how much she pleaded, it seemed that her father's mind was fixed. So Asantewaa gave up. The story of Asantewaa and her stepmother is only going to get interesting and intriguing, but the next part of the story will drop next week on Friday. So if you enjoyed the first part of the video, please do well and like the video, and if you want to see how the story unfolds, then subscribe and hit the notification bell so that immediately when I drop the part 2 of the video, you'll be notified. Love you, stay safe.